Hello and welcome to Wisdom Trek. This is Guthrie Chamberlain, and I'm your guide to wisdom and creating a living legacy. Thank you for joining us for our 7-day-a-week, 7 Minutes of Wisdom podcast. This is day 77 of our trek, and yesterday we looked at how important it is to make sure that our impact on others through our spoken word is always good, helpful, and encouraging. Today and tomorrow we want to put our words into action by practicing both planned and random acts of kindness. We are recording our podcast from our studios at Home 2 in Charlotte, North Carolina. It was nice to be able to sleep in a bit this morning, as this was the first time in several weekends that we've been able to do so. I'm not sure about you, but for me, I need to occasionally have a day or two of sleeping in later than usual to recharge my batteries. I realized that it would be best if I got the proper sleep every night, which I am working towards, but sleeping in this morning was greatly needed. Weekends are also good for me to get caught up on some of the miscellaneous work-related projects that seem to slip by during the week. So let's get started on our trail today, looking for ways that we can show kindness to others. Kindness, as we looked at way back on day 6 of our trek, is such an important attribute that we should have in our lives. Being kind to others is a powerful way to put our talk into actions, and it is one of the fruits or outward manifestations of a loving heart toward others. Kindness should be planned, when possible, but performing random and unplanned acts of kindness to others each day should also be part of who we are as a person. At first, it may not seem natural, but the more times that you do it, the easier it will become until it becomes a habit in your life. So as we hike up our trail today and tomorrow, we will explore 15 steps that we can take on our trek of life to set these habits in place. Think about how kindness can be a fundamental part of creating a living legacy in your life. Indeed, it needs to be woven into the very fabric of our lives so that it is part of who we are. Being kind is a choice that we make. Look for opportunities at all times to be kind. This is so important that in Proverbs 3, verses 3 and 4 put it this way: never let loyalty and kindness leave you. Tie them around your neck as a reminder. Write them deep within your heart. Then you will find favor with both God and people, and you will earn a good reputation. Random acts of kindness are the means by which we make a deliberate attempt to brighten another person's day by doing something thoughtful, nice, and caring when they least expect it. Kindness is a way of showing others that they are special and important. Even when the world is unkind, we need to be known for our kindness to all. Our kindness should not be dependent on if a person deserves it, but because we desire to be kind. Here are the first 6 of the 15 steps on our trail for encouraging others with your random acts of kindness. Step number 1, and that is just be kind. Kindness as an attitude is infectious. When you are willing to share your kindness, others will be inspired by your example and think about doing something as kind themselves. Fan that flame by being kind to everyone you meet. Step number 2, be thoughtful. Random acts of kindness can be shown through our thoughtfulness about the needs of others. How many times do you wish someone could have been more thoughtful before they said or did something? Try to be an example for others to follow. Put someone else first. If you get into the grocery checkout line at the same time as someone else, you can decide to smile and wave that person on through first. If you're stuck in traffic and the last thing you want to do is let another car in front of you, just remember that someone else had let you in and repay that favor to the next person. Step number 3, use your manners as a form of kindness. Manners aren't dead. They've just been forgotten in many ways. Yet manners are the bedrock of courteous and kind relations, and their use is an indication of your respect for others. Hold doors open for others. Hold an umbrella over someone in the rain, and be on time for everyone you promise to meet. Also, say thank you. Whenever you meet someone, whenever anyone does something for you, be grateful, and make sure you let them know it. Step number 4, give out compliments generously. There is usually an awkward silence when you're stuck in an elevator or waiting in line with a stranger. Instead of staring at the floor, find something that you like about the other person and compliment them on it. Not only will you make them feel good, it just might kick off a conversation and stem a new friendship. Praise your neighbor by telling them how good they look today. Or tell your boss how truly clever he or she is and mean it. Tell your assistant how truly clever they are and mean it. Praise any subordinate who stayed late or had done extra on their job and be honest about it. Try to notice those little things. Praise your children for their skills and good thinking. Make it something out of the blue that you've noticed, rather than some run-of-the-mill schoolwork or chores. Another way to be thoughtful is to write a handwritten note to a friend or family member telling them how much you care about them. Step number 5. Think about people who quietly make a difference in your community and thank them. Think of all the people in your life whose faces and names you'll never know, but who serve and protect you day after day. Some thoughts on this is to send a prepackaged treat to your local police station, paramedics, or fire department with a card telling them how much you appreciate their service to the community. But also make sure you acknowledge the people that we take more for granted that make things tick every day, considering thanking your garbage man or your janitor. Another idea is to send your child's clean and good condition toys or books to a local preschool. Say thank you for early childhood caretakers and teachers who do so much for young children. Or how about popping over to your neighbor's house with a freshly baked cake or pie? Yes, your neighbors are an important part of the community, and they make a difference just by being about. Acknowledge their importance and their role in your life. And step number 6, cheer up the lonely. Lonely people are everywhere, in all walks of life and at all ages. Helping lonely people to feel wanted is a hugely rewarding random act of kindness. Some thoughts here are to write a letter or send a card to a stranger. It only takes a few minutes to write, but a letter or card can make someone's day or maybe even their whole week. Think of all the people who are lonely, isolated, or just need cheering up, such as soldiers fighting overseas, kids in juvenile detention centers, or elderly people in nursing homes. Just do a simple search online and you'll find services that will provide you with a list of people who would love to hear from you. Or how about paying for someone else's coffee in line? If they have the time, this might be a good time to just chat with them. Or to visit a retirement home and just spend time talking with its residents. You could offer to read with them, sing for them, or even get involved with writing poems, stories, or playing a game. Being kind also implies that we get rid of the unkind attributes in our lives, as mentioned in the letter Paul wrote to the church of Ephesus in chapter 4, verses 31 and 32. And he said, "Get rid of all bitterness, rage, anger, harsh words, and slander, as well as all types of evil behavior. Instead, be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as God through Christ has forgiven you. And remember, make each day count, for we shall not pass this way again." Well, that'll finish our podcast for today. If you've missed any of the previous podcasts, please check out Wisdom Trek at iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Spreaker, YouTube, or on wisdom-trek.com. And tomorrow we will continue our examples of random acts of kindness with steps 7 through 15. So please join us at our camp tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, Creating a Legacy. And if you enjoy these daily doses of wisdom, I encourage you to take the time to invest in yourself. Invest some of your time in improving Wisdom Trek by leaving your name, email address, and comment on our website so that we can provide you with wisdom and insight that best fits your needs. Secondly, you can invest in yourself by listening to the 7 Minutes of Wisdom Trek each day. And the best way to do this is to subscribe at iTunes or Stitcher so it's downloaded to you automatically. And third, invest in the lives of others by sharing with your family and friends, either in person or online, to journey with us on our Wisdom Trek. Also, if you haven't done so, please leave us a rating at iTunes or Stitcher so that we will gain exposure and others will join us on our trek. The journal for today's podcast can be found at wisdom-trek.com, where we also have pictures, tweetable quotes, wisdom nuggets, and free resources. Thank you for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, but most importantly, your friend, as I serve you through this Wisdom Trek podcast and journal each day. And as we take this trek together, let us always live abundantly or fully, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. This is Guthrie Chamberlain reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and create a great day every day. See you tomorrow.